Hi guys, welcome to another episode of FUT in Depth. It's the relaunch of this series that is probably the best series that I've had on this channel. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video, but I've been working hard to try and change the way I do this series. So as a little introduction, what we're going to be looking at today is the Player of the Month tracker as well as dynamic cards, and I'm going to be explaining how Road to the Final will work for the Europa League, the Europa Conference League and the Champions League. So the way this series is now going to work, it's going to be split into the major leagues within FUT. I think I'm going to do Liga and Serie together. I'm going to do the Bundesliga and La Liga together. But the Premier League, as it's probably the predominant league that players go to within FUT, it's going to have its own video and its own series. The Premier League will be out normally Friday. I may do one on Wednesday that covers all leagues, that will include the Team of the Week predictions. If not, follow me on Twitter because I'll be tweeting about the Team of the Week predictions, and I'll also be tweeting the graphics for the Player of the Month and the dynamic card trackers on there. So as we go into the screen, this has been a long process trying to get it to this stage. I think I'm really happy with the way this looks and this design. So on the left we have the Player of the Month tracker. This is from my opinion. Until the actual nominees are announced, this is all my opinion based of who I think probably leads the line for the Player of the Month. Out of the Player of the Month, obviously it's down to a vote and somewhat the Premier League and the EA. We have Salah as probably my front runner, purely down to a vote because Liverpool fans tend to dominate voting systems, whether it's with FIFA or anything else out there. We have Salah with 3 goals in 4 games. Yes, he scored 2 penalties in midweek, which contributes to the 3 goals, but 100% win percentage, which is the only player in this bracket that has that, puts him as front runner for me. Raheem Sterling also has 3 goals in 3 games in this month. Obviously they did lose to Tottenham Hotspur this past weekend, so they're only on a 66% win percentage. However, those 3 goals did come in 1 game in which he already received a Team of the Week item, and he was the Player of the Month 2 months ago. An honourable mention is Kieran Trippier. As he's come into Newcastle, he scored twice in 3 games. He is now injured for a sustained period of time. But I think it'll be one that will be quite interesting. He's already received an inform item for Newcastle since he joined in January. Again, Newcastle having a 66% win percentage shows how well Eddie Howe has done since taking over. And Newcastle have seemed to have really turned a corner. So I think Kieran Trippier will probably be in the nominees. The last one is Jadon Sancho, one for Manchester United fans. Yes, Manchester United still look poor, but Jadon Sancho has found some form in the Premier League with 2 assists and a goal in 4 games. They haven't lost this month. They've drew 2 and won 2. So Jadon Sancho will be in the nominations for me, as he's received 2 Man of the Match awards as well as a Team of the Week item within this month. As I said, my front runner is Mo Salah, but I won't know the nominees until they're actually announced by EA at the end, towards the end of this month. In terms of the dynamic cards, you'll see in the bottom right how they work. So headliners, anytime within the season, if the club wins 4 games consecutively in the league, they will receive a +1 upgrade, in which Mo Salah, Van Dijk and Luis Diaz have already received, as Liverpool have won their last 4 games. So those 3 players have received that +1 upgrade. They cannot receive that upgrade again. The only way their headliner item, as well as the other headliners, will upgrade is with a performance-based card in-game. So that includes a European Man of the Match, a Team of the Week item, or a domestic Man of the Match. Such as Lukaku has his one to watch, his works the same way. He is upgraded due to his Man of the Match item from the Club World Cup. Reece James is someone to look out for, as is Aaron Ramsdale, as Arsenal are now on a 3-win streak as they won last night. Sorry for not updating that. And Reece James is Chelsea are on 2. Although Reece James is injured, it's the club that matters, not the player, so he doesn't have to play. Chelsea have got Carabao Cup Final this weekend, which is quite nice because I'm going to talk about the Showdown Cards now. Up the top is the 2 cards. The smaller one is the one that's been released. The second one, the bigger one, is what I think the card could look like after a victory in the Cup Final. Obviously, they can't draw, so they won't receive a +1 as it's a cup final. One team has to win. Hopefully, it's Chelsea, obviously. But either way, Origi looks like an incredible card to start with, and if Liverpool do win, unfortunately, it will be an absolutely fantastic card within game. Both SBCs are the same. They're an 83 and an 85, requiring a Team of the Week and then a Chelsea or a Liverpool player, depending on the player you want to do. Road to the Final was released this week. And now Road to the Final works the same way it has in previous years, but it still confuses a lot of people. So, since the promo launched, so last Friday, the first time their club wins within the knockout phase, so for instance, as Havertz, Vardy, Bowen and Telles were already out, if Manchester United were to win West Ham, Leicester and Chelsea, they would already receive their +1, which Kai Havertz, Vardy and Bowen should do. When the upgrade happens is still to be announced. They're normally not very quick with announcing these updates and putting them out in game. It'll probably be the same time as Team of the Week, so they're looking at Wednesday for Havertz, Vardy and Bowen to upgrade. Obviously, Telles is Manchester United drew to Atletico, so he doesn't receive the +1 for the win. But if Atletico were to be beaten and Manchester United to win the second leg, he would then receive a +1 for the win and then another +1 for progressing through the knockout stage. So, effectively, Mane, Mahrez are looking to win their next leg and they will receive a +2, one for winning the game and one for progressing to the next stage of the Champions League. After their first win in competition, it's then one upgrade per progression in the league, Champions League. So the best one you can get, Mane could go to a 93 for a win, 94 to quarterfinals, 95 to the semi-finals, 96 to the final, and a 97 if they won the Champions League. And obviously work that out with the other players. Kai Havertz, I think, can go to a 95, and Mahrez to a 97 or 96. Alex Telles, I won't worry about because Manchester United won't win the Champions League. Vardy and Bowen are interesting ones because West Ham look very strong in the Europa League, and Leicester probably have the strongest side in the Conference League. So they're ones to invest in, but that is how Road to the Final works. So don't be duped into thinking every time they win a game they'll get upgraded, because that's not how the promotion works. Anyway guys, if you want me to add anything else into these FUT in depth episodes, just leave it in the comments or contact me on Twitter. All my links will be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.